Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Jimmy, aka Gemini Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. I'm an Australian based creator. I've recently created some TikTok and Instagram videos, but my intention for this YouTube channel is to have a series of videos that are bringing back that old school sort of feeling. So for example, when I was growing up, I loved watching those YouTube videos where people would just talk about video games and have that personal side of YouTube that I think is missing. That is something I want to bring back. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 ports that were recently leaked on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. We all thought initially that these were potential remasters. However, as far as I can find and identify, these are just ports for the PlayStation 4 and therefore will be released on the PlayStation 5. At this point in time, we don't know when these ports are actually going to be released, but it's just got me wondering, why is Activision deciding to do this now? We know that they are real because people with jailbroken PlayStation 4s have actually been able to download the files, but they can't start the game because it doesn't have an active license and it just shuts down and essentially crashes. With Modern Warfare 4 in the build-up, Black Ops 7 Season 4 has just been released. I can't comprehend why this is something floating around at the moment. I feel like it would have been ideal for this current year of Call of Duty to be a true Black Ops 2 remaster. I'm sure many of you have played the Black Ops Classic game mode, but after playing that, it really reignited the love for Call of Duty that I once had. I haven't really felt that in so long because the gameplay loop has been so fast-paced, so chaotic. It's not that positioning style element gameplay that I once really enjoyed. And I thought maybe perhaps I've just gone past my time with Call of Duty and I don't like that style of game anymore. And don't get me wrong, I can compete with the newer Call of Duty games. I really liked Modern Warfare 3 2023, pretty decent at Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, but every time I play them, I just feel like I have to be switched on the entire time. And if I'm not playing cracked out, then I'm not going to be able to compete. And it has a flow-on effect because everybody else is playing with the same mindset. So it just creates this chaotic gameplay that a lot of us, at least the older heads, are feeling burnt out on. And I'm not sure how old you guys might be, but I'm 27 and my first Call of Duty was in 2010 when my dad got Black Ops on release day. So hearing that these games and seeing that these games might be playable on a PlayStation 5 has really got me excited. Now, my hopes for these Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 ports are a couple things. Firstly, I hope that the game will include all of the DLCs. It would be the most Activision thing ever for them to release the ports and then charge an additional DLC fee on top of that, further splitting the player base. And I don't know why these games DLCs aren't even free in the first place. We've had a free DLC model since Modern Warfare 2019. I wish that they would just go back and create the free DLC for all of those past titles, because a lot of those zombies maps and multiplayer maps are just lost in the void and no one can play them anymore because these games aren't populated. And I know Xbox has had backwards compatibility for quite a while now, but on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, the PS3's architecture didn't allow for that. So for me at least, I haven't played Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 in so long. So being able to relive my childhood in that aspect would be incredible. And after playing the Black Ops Classic game mode, it really makes me miss that old school style of Call of Duty because positioning matters again. I feel like the maps have a lot more character because your positioning on the maps are more important, and it's almost like a game of chess because if you move to a certain section, that person could be watching a different angle, and it just creates for this really fun gameplay loop that I haven't felt like these new Call of Duties have had for a while. Not only that, these maps are just so fast paced with the new movement that it just ruins the flow of spawning and gameplay overall flow. So that's one thing that I'm really hoping we'll be able to experience again. The other thing I'm hoping is obviously updated matchmaking on the PlayStation 3 and even the Xbox 360 and PC. These games are beyond hacked. Like, it is not safe for any of us to go on there and play these games. I'm pretty sure if you play it on PC, you are at a risk of actually getting your PC hacked, and obviously no one wants that. And the fact that they're still charging full price for these titles on PC is criminal. So I don't know what's going to happen to the Xbox 360 versions of these games if this port actually does release, because a lot of Xbox users on my TikTok and Instagram are commenting saying, what about them? And I feel for you, honestly. Like, you shouldn't have to play a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 to have the newer version of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 if it does release, because I imagine they won't be able to release a title with hacked servers. The other is emblem editing. We haven't seen this since Black Ops 4 in 2018. If these games do release and they are a port, does that mean emblem editing is going to be seen again? And if it does, how is that going to be regulated? Will it be open like it was before? Or are all of these crazy emblems that we used to once see going to be banned? So that's one thing I'm keeping an eye out for as well, and really hopeful that we do get to see emblem editing again, because that was just so much fun seeing what everybody else in the lobby had as their emblem. The community is really divided over old Call of Duty and new Call of Duty, and I fit in one of those two boats, mainly leaning more towards old Call of Duty, especially going back and playing Black Ops Classic. So many people, from what I've seen, heard, or spoken to, miss that style of gameplay. And when you speed up the game so much, so many little intricacies that once made Call of Duty great are lost. Positioning is king. Obviously, the outplay ability of these newer games is great, but it makes me wonder, who is Call of Duty actually catering for? A lot of my cousins who are a lot younger than me, 10 years younger, they're not playing Call of Duty. When I talk to some people at my gym that are around the same age as me, they're not playing Call of Duty either, because the game's just so fast paced. So I can't help but wonder who is Call of Duty trying to market to at the moment. And with the announcement of Modern Warfare 4 still having those sliding mechanics and the faster paced gameplay such as Tac Sprint, I'm worried that Modern Warfare 4 might not go down as well as the overall community is hoping. The game's gonna look good, and it's gonna sound good, and it's gonna feel good, but is this a line in the sand moment for Call of Duty where it goes through the Fortnite effect, and like Fortnite where it got so cracked out, do we see a classic style of playlist and a normal style of playlist in every single Call of Duty moving forward? I would love to see that. I'm gonna get Modern Warfare 4 and I'm gonna do some videos on it on this channel, but let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Are you excited for a Black Ops 1 and a Black Ops 2 port? Do you think those times are long gone? Or perhaps you do miss that style of gameplay and you're really excited to see it happen? If you're anywhere around the world at the moment, let me know where you're commenting or watching from, and I'll see you guys on the next video.